Hey, it's me, C, and welcome back to my channel. Now, I haven't been posting as much as I would normally. I normally post 2 times a week on YouTube. Last week, I really only posted once, and even with that, I didn't engage with you guys in the comments or do anything that I would normally do on Instagram. I haven't really been posting like that, and it's honestly just because of everything that is going on with the current state of our country, racism, police brutality. It's just all a lot. And not saying that this all hasn't been a thing before, but for some reason, this time around just feels different. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I really don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I'm older, if I'm in a different mental space, if I don't know what it is. It just is something. And, you know, as a content creator, I don't really feel comfortable posting my scheduled post or videos or content or anything with everything going on before I at least say something out of my mouth regarding what's going on. Yes, I do post on my Instagram and my stories and stuff like that. But I don't know, it just feels weird to even be sitting on camera and producing any sort of content, if you will. So I just honestly feel like it comes off insensitive and dismissive of what's going on. And I just don't agree with that. So, and you know, I have, like I said, I have been posting on my Instagram stories and stuff like that. But the truth is, I really don't know what to say or how to properly express what I feel at this time. I know how I feel, but I don't really know how to express or convey to you guys on camera how I feel. And, you know, I've talked to a lot of different content creators and they're feeling the same way. And will I be having my regular scheduled posts? I don't know. I mean, hopefully after this, getting things off my chest and whatever, I feel a little bit more light and not so just, I don't even know the word. Maybe I'll feel comfortable posting later this week. And if I don't, then I won't. If I do, then I will. But I just know that I surprisingly got some like messages and DMs like, oh, you only posted once this week. What's going on? You haven't posted on Instagram. What's going on? And I was shocked because yes, I'm consistent, but I didn't think like, you know, I'm grateful for the subscribers and following that I do have, but I didn't really think that people paid attention that deep to what I was posting and what I was doing to notice that like when I wasn't posting. So even that was just like, oh, okay, like I guess I gotta say something, like I guess I gotta post something. So it's just like, oh, okay, like you know, 2020 has definitely been a trying year for all of us. So it's hard to come on camera and be hyper and so happy as if nothing's going on. First, we had to deal with COVID. And let me not say had to deal with because it's still here. We're still dealing with it. But what's going on right now, obviously, it's going to supersede the coronavirus situation. Like, that's a no-brainer. Do I think we should be mindful of both? Absolutely. But it's hard to just have that at the forefront of your mind, if you will. You know, I do see things on TV and I'm like, yeah, but coronavirus still happening. Like people still out here doing X, Y, and Z, but we still got Corona going on. But I don't know. I don't know. And I've never personally spoken on any political issues. I've never spoken on many social issues on my social media platforms like that. And don't get me wrong, it's not because I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I really could care less about that. For me, it's just more so sometimes I don't always have the right words, and I would never want to just say something just because, oh, I have to say something. I would like to use my platform to, shed light, be a source of comfort for those who might need it, share information, and, things of that nature. But it's hard because how can I be a sense of light or a source of anything when I myself feel like I lack direction? Like, I don't know where to go, what to do right now in this moment. And it's like, yes, we have people in the Black community that are out there on the front lines and, speaking up and doing things that, needs to be done. But I don't really have that sense of like leadership, if you will. I feel like this country itself has no leadership. Sorry, but we don't. Like back in the day when we had Malcolm X or Martin Luther King, whatever, we had those strong leaders. Those people were our go-tos. And right now, I really don't know who I would say is like an actual go-to person in this time. We have our advocates, our Tamika Mallory. We have Killer Mike. We have people, but I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. It's just not the same for me. I've been seeing a lot of, people get on social media and say things about celebrities and influencers need to do this, need to do that. When it's like, I think people forget that, like, first of all, a lot of us are in the same age group. That's number one. So I don't expect them to be on this level and have all this direction just because of their, social status or financial situation. So it's like, I feel like we're so obsessed with celebrities to the point where it's like, they're still humans and they're feeling the same exact way that we are feeling. And you kind of have to like give them a little bit of leeway when it comes to these things because they're hurting just like us. They are lacking direction just like us, most of them, not all of them. So we can't sit here and always feel like the celebrities are rocks. Like, you know what I mean? Like I do expect celebrities to use their platform to share and post and, get that information across. And, a lot of celebrities that I personally follow have been doing that and influencers. So I don't have anything bad to say about those. I think a lot of them, it's either one or two things. Like a lot of them just go out there and say whatever and don't know how to properly, express themselves and just still do it. And then you have those people who don't want to say too much because they're overthinking and don't want to offend or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, it's a juggling act. What are you going to do? But using their platforms to spread awareness, information, donating, walking and getting out there on the front lines, if that's what they choose to do, I appreciate it all because we're all supposed to be in this together. When I was in college, I've definitely done all the walks, the protests, the neighborhood cleanups after riots, all of that stuff. Here in Baltimore, we had Freddie Gray not too long ago. What was that, 2015, I want to say? And honestly, I was always mindful and, sorry, I'm saying a lot. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together, but I was always mindful of police brutality and the things that us as Black people have to go through in this country. But during that time when Freddie Gray was happening, I think it was just really different for me because it was in the place where I lived, and all the other ones that I've experienced in my lifetime, it was like, yes, we did the protests and the marches and things like that, but that, like, it's so heavy to be in the place where it happens. Like, I still drive by there now to this day. So it's like, I understand the mental conflicts and the emotions and things that are going through everyone all over the world. And during that time, I told myself, like, oh, I'm never going to click on a video and watch a video where a Black man or a Black person is getting hurt by a police officer or being killed or any of those things. So I don't want to say I avoid watching it. I keep myself mindful, but I don't choose to watch those videos just because I don't want to say I was traumatized at that time, but in a sense, I feel like I was. During those protests and riots, I definitely saw things that nobody should ever see being done to anybody. And then just watching those videos over and over and over and over again, like, I just don't want to see that on my phone. I don't want to see somebody being killed on my phone. Like, I just don't. Especially not a Black person, not somebody that could be my brother, my father, my whatever. Like, I literally look at those videos and I see their face and I just automatically start to cry. And I'm not gonna cry right now because, listen, this ain't about me and my emotions. I'm just trying to, share with you guys my thoughts and I guess how I'm feeling in this moment. Honestly, witnessed and seen things that I really wish I could unsee, and I can't. And it's really bad. Like, now, even with it, police brutality and racism, it never goes away. But now with it so like in the forefront of everything that's going on, it's been hard for me to sleep at night. Like, I'm up like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, waking up at 8, 9. Now it's Monday, so we're back at work. But the weekend, I literally didn't even sleep. It's just a lot for me mentally to deal with. And I feel like it's a lot for anybody to deal with. And I feel like we're so conditioned, and this is just the norm, and it's not normal. And it's just crazy, y'all. It is just crazy. But as always, we as Black people, when these things are going on, we come together, we stand with each other. Every major city is, holding a protest or peacefully marching, peacefully protesting. And yes, there's looting going on. Yes, there are riots that aren't oh so peaceful. But honestly, I really hate getting online and seeing people talk so bad about like the whole rioting and looting. Do I agree with it? Hell no. But guess what? There's going to be people who handle things different ways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm never going to get up there and be like, oh my God, blase, blase, blah. Like, I don't agree with the looting. Do I understand the psyche of it and why people do it? Yes. In situations like that, it could be a couple of reasons. One, they have nothing to lose. They're so angry, they're upset, they don't know what else to do. They don't have the leadership, so they're just doing whatever's making them feel good at that time. And if that's what's making them feel good, that's what they're going to do. It is what it is. Just because you and I might not do it, it is what it is. You have to realize too, like, a lot of these people are living in impoverished areas and just don't have the basic needs and necessities. So in situations like this, it's like survival of the fittest. Like, you have to be mindful that not everybody is in the position in life that you're in. So I will never get up here and say anything about how somebody should be properly, reacting to being upset about a Black man yet again being killed. Listen, like, there really is no right or wrong way to be upset about police brutality, period. Like I don't even know what to say. And then, like, celebrities that are getting up there and making posts and saying stuff about looting and this and the third. yes, use your platform to maybe give some direction if you can direct somebody. But at the end of the day, if you're one of those people who hasn't even made a post, hasn't even donated, hasn't even talked about it or shared any of your, your platform to make awareness of it, who are you to get on there and say like, oh, don't do X, Y, and Z? What are you doing? What are you doing? And yes, like, over the weekend, a lot of people from Atlanta, the celebrities and stuff, were saying, like, don't burn down our city. There's a lot of Black owned businesses here. And that is a fact. That is true. I agree with that. But when Shekinah got on there and just started crying about the Gucci store, she said she wasn't crying about the Gucci store, but it's like, in that moment, out of all the establishments that you could have said, you said Gucci, and they're gonna bring out your mouth that Gucci never did nothing to Black folks. Are you dead ass? Like, sis, Gucci does not give a rat's behind about you. Not to mention, we was just hooping and hollering and boycotting Gucci for racist stuff with the blackface. So like, I don't know. I just let that one slide because I figured it was just a moment of emotional rage, and she was upset because her city was being torn the fuck up, which I understand. But let's, be mindful of how we're using our words and the rhetoric that we are spreading on social media, especially when you have a big platform. Like, I encourage all of you, all of us, to do our part and do what we can do. If that's protesting, if that's donating, if that's making phone calls, if that's writing letters or emails, if that's just whatever it is that you feel like is your part or things that you can do to, evoke change or awareness. Keep having those conversations at home with your loved ones, especially the younger generation. Also, listen to the older generation who can give us insight. Not everybody has, an older generation like grandparents and things like that, but if you do, have conversations with them. You never know, like, what you might learn or take from it regarding this or anything in life, to be honest. And, we just have to keep going and just staying strong. As cliche as it sounds, it's like, I know we are tired. Black people are tired of being strong, of being mistreated, of being looked at as less than and not just all of the things. Like, it's tiring. It is exhausting, even just having this conversation and making this video. I feel like I'm just ranting, and I am ranting. I am venting. I am. That's exactly what I'm doing, but I'm not going to ramble too much longer because I'm going to keep saying the same thing. I feel all the same ways that you all feel, and I just wish that there was more that we can do. It is important to get out there to those polls and make your vote count. Like, that's really is what's going to help us, to be completely honest with you. Your local elections, those are important too. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't always pay attention to that when I was younger. But as I'm starting to grow and, getting a better understanding of how our society works, those things are important. So you want to make sure you are paying attention to what's going on in your state and in your county and in your city and all of those things. As a Black woman, as a millennial, as a Black person overall, as a human, like, it's a lot to cope with in these times right now. But I urge and I encourage you all to connect with your Blackness, embrace your Blackness. Now more than ever, to be honest, like, embrace it, connect with it, learn your history. Just be proud to be Black, because I love being Black. I would never want to be anything else other than a Black woman. I love it. Like, this is me. This is who I am. I am a Black woman forever. I saw this simple post on Instagram the other day, and I've literally been posting it and sharing it on my story every day since. It just says, Black is love, Black is resilient, Black is strength, Black is beautiful, Black is bravery, Black is boldness, Black is fearless, Black is powerful, Black is trailblazing, Black is change. Black is. We are all of the things. Okay? I love being a Black woman. I love being Black. I would never want to be anything other than what and who I am. Period. I love us. I love us for real. For real. Come on. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Hug me back. Thank you. Love you. Love me back. But no, that reading that post every day, just, I don't know, just kind of put a smile on my face. Seeing all the different artwork from Black people has been, you know, helping me as well. You guys know I'm a little artsy fartsy type of person. I love seeing art, especially from Black creators. So I'll share some of those at the end of this video, and I'll share some on my page. Like I said, embrace your Blackness. Love who you are, stand with your people, and be encouraged. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope I didn't sadden you or burden you or anything like that, but you know, there's just certain things that sometimes we just have to talk about. And this is new for me. I've never done a video or anything like this, but it made me feel better just to talk and just talk it out. You know, I've been talking with my friends and my family and everybody, and yeah. So like I said, if I feel up to it, I'll post again this week, and if I don't, I won't. And hopefully you guys are okay with that. I'm just more so concerned with our people and how we're doing in these times. So love you guys, and I'll see you when I see you.